This is me at 15% body fat. This is my brother Rich at 8% body fat. It's pretty clear that he's leaner than I am, but despite this, I have a faster metabolism than he does. In fact, I've had a faster metabolism my entire life. Our lifestyles are very similar. He doesn't work any harder than I do to get that lean, yet his metabolism is slower. What gives? First, let's define metabolism. We're going to simplify it to make it relevant for this video. We'll use the term BMR, or basal metabolic rate. Your BMR is the amount of calories that you burn at rest. So in this example, if Rich and I were to just do nothing but sit on the couch all day, I'd burn more calories than he would. On average, your metabolism accounts for roughly 70% of the calories burned throughout the day. So you're not wrong to think that metabolism plays a big role in energy expenditure, but you would be wrong if you thought that smaller equals faster metabolism. In fact, it's usually the exact opposite. The smaller someone is, the more likely they are to have a lower BMI. Some of the leanest humans in the world come from African hunter-gatherer tribes, and studies have shown that despite their vigorous exercise demands, they burn the same amount of calories as we do. So this implies that they're either extremely efficient at energy conservation through exercise, which is possible, or their metabolism is actually slower than ours, even though many of them have little to no fat on their bodies at all. There are a few factors that determine your metabolic rate: genetics, age, body composition, gender, hormonal health. All of these things matter, but by far the strongest correlation is body size. Larger bodies need more energy to function. As a result, they expend more calories via metabolism. This goes against conventional wisdom, I know, but I assure you it's true. Rich weighs about 165 in terms of pounds. I weigh 195, and because of that, I burn more calories at rest. And if a bigger guy were to come along, he'd probably have a faster metabolism than both of us. Since BMR accounts for most of our calorie expenditure, it's technically an advantage to have a faster metabolism if you're looking to lose weight. But when we look at someone who's struggling to lose body fat versus someone who's lean, fit, and healthy, the difference typically isn't how many calories they burn through their metabolism, it's how reliant they are on their metabolism. So even if the BMR is identical between these two people, the person struggling with fat loss is usually more reliant on their metabolism compared to the lean individual. So person A may have their metabolism account for 70 to 80% of their calories burned on any given day, whereas that percentage may be 50 to 60% of calories burned for person B. I actually did an entire video on how fit people burn calories differently. So if you'd like to see how this works and how you can leverage it for yourself, I'll post a link in the description below. There's not a lot you can do to speed up your metabolism, other than intentionally gaining weight, which probably seems counterintuitive, but there is a lot you can do to screw it up. Okay, so a few things to avoid here. Make sure you avoid aggressive dieting. If you lose weight too fast, too soon, your metabolism will adapt and it slows down to compensate for the change in weight. Avoid losing muscle. There's a correlation between muscle and higher BMR. Always focus on building and maintaining muscle, even and arguably especially during a fat loss phase. And finally, avoid yo-yo dieting. So gaining and losing weight over and over again may seem harmless, but you actually end up in a worse position than if you were to never have lost weight in the first place. So the reason my metabolism is faster than Rich's is simple. I'm bigger. Metabolism matters. There are definitely pre-indicators that can make things more challenging for some than others, but they aren't predeterminants. Your level of fitness will always be more tied to your lifestyle habits than to your metabolism.